So example 1. A sample of 0.900 moles of sodium chloride is dissolved to give 0.500 liters of solution. What is the molar concentration of the solution? So again, what do you know? Well, I know the number of moles, I know the volume. Okay, what am I looking for? Well, that should be on there, right? I'm looking for the concentration. Okay, the formula that I'm going to use is concentration is the number of moles over the volume, and in this case it is 0.900 moles divided by 0.500 liters, and it gives me 1.80 moles. Okay, example number 2. Calculate the concentration of 100 milliliters of solution containing 0.300 moles of sulfuric acid. I know the number of moles. I know the volume. What don't I know? I don't know the concentration. That should be on there. Okay? Here's my formula. Okay? Substitution, and there's my answer. Question number 3. Calculate the molar concentration of 250 milliliters of solution that has 3.2 grams of sodium chloride dissolved in it. Well, now things have changed. Now I know the mass, and I know the volume. I have to figure out the molar mass, okay? Once I have that, I need to figure out the number of moles using this particular formula. Here's my substitution. It gives me 0.0547 moles. Now I need to plug that into my concentration formula, okay? At 0.0547 moles, and then I need to make sure that my volume's in liters at 0.250 liters. Okay, we're not using the milliliters anymore, and that gives me 0.22 moles per liter. Example number 4. Calculate the number of moles of PbNO3 needed to make 500 milliliters of a 1.25 mole per liter solution. So now we've changed things around. Now I know the concentration and the volume that I need to make. So I need to calculate the number of moles, and that should be on there. Okay? We did a little rearranging of the equation. I know the number of moles is going to be the concentration times the volume. There's my concentration times my volume. Okay? I need 0.625 moles. Example number 5. How many liters of 4.22 mole per liter solution would contain 3.69 moles of that compound? Well, we know the concentration. We know the number of moles. We need to figure out the volume. Okay? That should be on there. Here's my formula. Of course, it's the rearranged version of the original formula there. Concentration is number of moles per unit volume. Okay? I know how many moles, and I know my concentration, and that gives me 0.874 liters. Example number 6. We need to calculate the mass of salt required to prepare 1.50 liters of that particular concentration. Okay? This one now we're trying to figure out the mass. So I know the concentration, I know the volume, I know the molar mass, okay? But I'm trying to find out my little m, right? My number or my mass of that particular solution. So again, here I need to figure out the number of moles that is going to be contained in that specific volume at that concentration. Okay, I figured out at 0.8475 moles. Now I'm going to plug that into my molar mass volume or formula to find out the mass of that. Okay, and I end up getting 180 grams. Okay, so those are all of the examples. The next video we're going to be talking about preparing a standard solution.